We are now just 53 days away from the election, and the candidates are pulling out all the stops to build out their coalitions. Marjorie Taylor Greene is calling her out for being racist.
You know, politics has gone off the rails when Laura Loomer is too extreme for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Taylor Swift is causing a conservative meltdown, and Joe Biden's wearing a MAGA hat. I mean, what's next? Trump endorsing socialism? The reality is, we're living in a political circus where the clowns are running the show. Let's be clear, folks. These aren't just random headlines from The Onion. This is the actual state of US politics in 2023. We've got far-right infighting, pop stars sending conservatives into a panic, and the president pulling publicity stunts with his rivals' merch. It's like we're living in a reality TV show where policy debates have been replaced by Twitter feuds and viral moments.
On the Republican side, Donald Trump has been flying around the country with far-right internet troll Laura Loomer, a 9/11 conspiracy theorist who Trump brought to a 9/11 ceremony yesterday. A 9/11 truther at a 9/11 ceremony. Is that like an atheist going to Easter Mass? Well, I don't believe in any of this, but as long as you guys are having fun.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. So grab your popcorn and settle in. We're about to take a wild ride through the absurd world of American politics. From extremist catfights to pop star endorsements and presidential fashion choices. We'll see just how far down the rabbit hole we've gone. Trust me, you won't believe what's coming next. And boy, do we have a doozy for you. What happens when the far right thinks you've gone too far right? It's like watching political cannibalism, and trust me, it's messier than a food fight at a toddler's birthday party. Enter Laura Loomer, a woman so extreme she makes Marjorie Taylor Greene look like a moderate. I mean, when MTG is calling you out for being racist, you know you've entered a whole new level of political insanity. Picture this. Trump's out there campaigning with Loomer, a known 9/11 conspiracy theorist. You'd think that'd be enough to raise eyebrows, but no, that's just another Tuesday in MAGA land. The real kicker? Marjorie Taylor Greene, the woman who once suggested Jewish space lasers caused wildfires, is now criticizing Loomer for being too racist. Let that sink in for a moment. It's like we've entered a bizarre political twilight zone where even the most controversial figures are saying, whoa, pump the brakes. You know, things have gone off the deep end when MTG is the voice of reason. It's enough to make you wonder if we're living in a simulation programmed by a bored teenager with a twisted sense of humor. But here's the thing, this isn't just some political sideshow. This infighting exposes a deeper, more troubling trend. It's like watching extremism eat itself, revealing the fragmentation and escalating radicalization within certain political faction.
I didn't even know there was a level of racist above Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's like finding out a movie can be rated NC-39.
We're witnessing a race to the bottom, where being merely controversial isn't enough anymore. You've got to be the most extreme of the extreme to stand out. The irony is thick enough to cut with a knife. Greene, who's no stranger to controversy herself, is suddenly drawing lines in the sand. It's as if she's saying, sure, I might believe in some wild theories, but at least I'm not that crazy. The bar for what's considered too extreme keeps getting lower and lower, and it's dragging our political discourse down with it. This clash between Loomer and Greene isn't just about two far-right figures butting heads. It's a symptom of a larger problem in our political landscape. We're seeing the results of a system that rewards outrage and extremism, where being moderate is seen as a weakness, and compromise is a dirty word. It's creating an environment where even the most radical voices are constantly looking over their shoulders, wondering if someone even more extreme is coming to steal their thunder. Now, if you thought the political circus couldn't get any wilder, hold on to your MAGA hats. We're about to witness a showdown that makes the Loomer-Greene spat look like a friendly game of patty cake. On one side, we have Taylor Swift and her army of devoted fans. On the other, a bunch of conservatives who suddenly can't shake it off.
Posted her support to her 283 million Instagram followers this week, which...
I'm allowed to criticize Taylor Swift, and I don't give a shit who gets upset. This is disgusting. If she wants to vote Harris Walz, she can do it all she wants.
The question is, can a pop star really change the political game? Or is this just another bad blood situation? You know, things have gotten weird when a pop star's Instagram post is treated like a national security threat. Taylor Swift, the queen of breakup songs, just broke up with Republican hopes of a drama-free election season. She endorsed Kamala Harris to her 283 million followers, and let me tell you, it's causing more panic in conservative circles than a squad of Jewish space lasers. The reactions from the right have been a mix of dismissal and desperation. Some conservatives are trying to play it cool, saying Swift is just another out-of-touch celebrity. They're acting like her influence is about as significant as a B-side track on a forgotten album. But here's the kicker. Behind closed doors, Republican strategists are sweating more than a teenager at a Swift concert. J.D. Vance, in a moment of sarcastic brilliance, pointed out the irony. He quipped, "Could you imagine people relating to a celebrity billionaire? Someone who's been on Time magazine or hosted SNL? I mean, it's not like we've ever had a reality TV star as president, right? Oh wait, no. But here's the thing. This isn't just about Taylor Swift. It's about the power of celebrity in our media-driven political circus. Swift's endorsement has exposed a raw nerve in the political world. It's got conservatives scrambling like they're in a chaotic game of musical chairs, desperately trying to find a way to counter her influence. Some are trying to brush it off, saying they love her music but don't care about her politics. It's like they're trying to convince themselves that millions of Swifties will suddenly develop political amnesia when they step into the voting booth. Good luck with that strategy, folks. The reality is, we're living in a world where a pop star's political opinion can cause more waves than a policy debate. It's a testament to how our political landscape has changed. We've gone from "I approve this message" to "I double tap this endorsement." Welcome to Politics 2.0, where your follower count might matter more than your foreign policy experience. From Instagram influence to headwear havoc, just when you thought politics couldn't get any more absurd, Biden decides to try on a different hat. Literally. What's next in this bizarre fashion show of American democracy? A MAGA hat on the Democratic president might just be the plot twist no one saw coming. Picture this, President Biden at an event honoring first responders casually sporting a Trump 2024 hat. No, you're not hallucinating. This actually happened, and it set social media on fire faster than a MAGA rally in July. It's like we've entered an alternate universe where political rivals swap merch instead of insults. Now, before you start questioning reality, let me break it down for you. This wasn't some grand political statement or a sign that Biden's switching teams. It was just a lighthearted moment between the president and a Trump supporter. They shared a laugh, swapped hats, and for a brief moment, the great political divide didn't seem so wide. But oh boy, did it ruffle some feathers. Trump supporters were more confused than a cat in a dog park. Some of them were calling Biden demented for wearing their candidate's merch. I mean, come on, folks. Is political loyalty so fragile that a hat swap is seen as a betrayal? It's like they're afraid Biden might absorb Trump's powers through osmosis or something. You know we've reached peak absurdity when a simple hat exchange becomes national news. It's got people wondering, is this the solution to all of America's problems? Just imagine, instead of debates, we could have politicians swap accessories. I'll trade you my Make America Great Again hat for your Build Back Better tie clip. Boom, bipartisanship achieved. But here's the thing, as ridiculous as it seems, this moment actually means something. In a political landscape where the left and right seem to be speaking different languages, Biden and this Trump supporter found a way to connect. They didn't solve world hunger or bring about world peace, but they showed that even in our divided America, we can still find moments of unity. It's easy to laugh at the absurdity of it all, and trust me, I'm right there with you. But beneath the surface, this hat swap represents something we desperately need more of in our political discourse: human connection. It's a reminder that behind the MAGA hats and the Democrat donkeys, we're all just people trying to make sense of this crazy world. So while we're busy chuckling at the image of Biden in a Trump hat, let's not forget the bigger picture. In a world where political differences often feel insurmountable, sometimes it takes a silly moment like this to remind us of our shared humanity. Who knows, maybe the path to healing our divided nation starts with a willingness to try on each other's hats, literally and figuratively. So here we are, folks. The political circus is in full swing, and it's starting to look more like a reality TV show than a democracy. We've got extremists feuding, pop stars causing panic, and presidents playing dress up. But let's be real, is this what politics is supposed to be? The sad truth is, these spectacles are overshadowing the real issues. While we're busy laughing at the latest political gaffe or celebrity endorsement, important policy decisions are slipping under the radar. It's like we're all so distracted by the clowns that we've forgotten there's an actual circus going on. And so next time you see a headline about a politician's fashion choices or a celebrity's political hot take, ask yourself, what am I not seeing? What's happening behind the curtain while we're all watching the show? Maybe it's time we demand substance over spectacle in our political discourse.